Good evening. Dave is on assignment tonight. The three men running to be Buffalo's next mayor are speaking out, calling for accountability when it comes to how the DJ Granville crash was handled that night by police.
And this comes about a week after the special prosecutor on the case announced no criminal charges will be filed against any of the responding police officers. News 4's Rob Petrie has this. Rob.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, Kelsey and Jeff. Niagara County DA Brian Seaman was unable to charge any of the officers who responded that night because there was, quote, insufficient evidence. So why is that? Well, back in August, when Granville pleaded guilty to reckless driving and leaving the scene, Seaman says the officers didn't collect any evidence that night, that they didn't perform any sobriety tests, a breathalyzer test, or a blood draw. All of this now drawing concerns from the three candidates who are vying to be Buffalo's next mayor.
It doesn't smell like a clean episode.
State Senator Sean Ryan, the Democratic candidate for mayor of Buffalo, is raising concerns when it comes to the internal investigation that's now underway by Buffalo police into the officers who responded the night Erie County's top narcotics chief, DJ Granville, crashed into 6 cars and damaged 7 on Buffalo's west side, causing over $60,000 in damages.
It's a very long internal investigation that's going on. So we're not sure what's going on with that internal discipline matter because all we hear is it's under investigation. But there's no breadcrumbs or a trail to say what type of investigation is going on.
The 5 officers who responded that night were placed on non-disciplinary administrative leave a year after the incident. DA Brian Seaman, who was attached to the case, said he received, quote, no cooperation from the officers who responded that night. Then last week, Seaman announcing there was, quote, insufficient evidence to charge any of them. That includes Buffalo Police Lieutenant Lucia Esquilin, who happens to be Granville's sister-in-law, something independent mayoral candidate Michael Gaynor weighed in on.
Because of nepotism, because of people's relations or friends or relatives, that they are treated differently. It's difficult to show up as a family member in that position, responsible for holding another family member accountable. I understand the challenge of that. It doesn't make it right how it was handled.
Republican mayoral hopeful James Gardner tells us as a former prosecutor, he's worked with hundreds of police officers.
99.9% of them are excellent people who hold themselves to the highest standards, who work hard every day to keep us safe. And when they fall short of living up to that standard, there needs to be consequences, both in terms of how late it was reported, to the the way it was reported. There's a lot of things here that that begs the question as to whether or not everything was on the up and up.
Now, in August, Granville was sentenced to community service and was suspended from his position without pay for 30 days. Now, I reached out to the Erie County Sheriff's Office today, who confirmed that Chief Granville is still an employee. We are still waiting to hear back from Buffalo Police in response to the candidates' concerns. Reporting live here in studio, Rob Petrie, News 4.